What's up, guys? We are live. Hope everyone's having a great Monday night. It's already 7:30 here in Medellin, Colombia. We are now on Central Standard Time because there was daylight savings in the U.S. We used to be on Eastern Standard Time, but now we're about an hour. We are an hour behind. So yeah. I got my room not soundproof, but acoustic. I put acoustic boards up to lower the bounce and echo in the room, which makes it sound a lot better. Let me close my door, actually. Yeah, so the studio's coming together with these new sound panels, these acoustic sound panels that will absorb some of the sound. I wish I could actually soundproof the whole entire room, but for one, that would be very expensive to do. And second, these are basically portable panels. So I've got one really big one here. I've got one here and then two on this wall here. And they'll be able to be taken off if I leave this place or even move it to another room. I can easily put them up anywhere else. So I'm really happy about that. I had them made by the people that do our property renovations and stuff. Our contractor and our carpenter, she made them, and then they came in and installed them today. It took a little while, but it's pretty awesome. I definitely hear the difference in sound. So I hope you guys had a great Monday. Today I'm going to be doing some SEO stuff. It's Monday. We got to get to work. And I actually have to do this for a new client that we've acquired. We've got to do this competition analysis in order to create a content strategy and also a backlink building strategy. So I'm going to be doing it live because I'll kill two birds with one stone. One, I can make a video, record it, and then get it edited and then put up on YouTube. And second, I get to understand more about this client so that I could start structuring a keyword analysis, do a keyword strategy, do a content strategy, and a backlink building strategy based on this preliminary research that I do today. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing it live. I'm basically going to be working while live because I've got to do this stuff. Let me just check the sound before I start recording and take off the headphones on Facebook and YouTube's. Let me bring this screen over here. It's not in the shot. Yeah, it's not in the shot. Cool. Wait, is this one in the shot? Kinda is, actually. There we go. All right, so yeah, I'm going to be doing it live. I'm going to be doing competition analysis for one of my newly acquired clients. And that way you could see what it takes to find out why your competition is beating you online and how you can beat them or get close to beating them and increase your traffic, increase sales to your website, increase appointments, whatever it is. This applies for you could do this for any type of website. Doesn't matter what kind of things that you sell on your website or whatever. So I have to do this for a new client that we've just acquired. They are in the real estate space in Salt Lake City, Utah, of all places. I've never had a client from Salt Lake City, Utah. So this is our first client from Salt Lake City, Utah. They do real estate. As most of you know, our digital marketing agency caters to drug and alcohol rehab centers in the United States, only because that's the niche we've kind of fallen into in the last 6 years. But we do take on clients from various industries, real estate being one of them. I would say that's like our number two, not only for real estate agents, but primarily for people that invest in properties or that find properties, fix and flip them, help people that are behind on their mortgage or their tenants aren't paying on their rental property and need to sell it. They need to sell their rental property. So there are investors that do that. And so that's what this client is. I'm going to be doing it live. I'm going to be doing the competition analysis because I need to do it for the client to start the content strategy, to start the keyword strategy, to start the backlink building strategy as well. And granted that they're a new website, so you don't really need a bunch of high quality backlinks right away. They just need any relevant backlinks in their industry. Just because they're a brand new website, they don't rank for anything. They don't have any content on there. So we've got to start it right. We've got to, I actually love getting brand new URLs with no history, because no history means no bad history and nothing to clean up or anything to fix on their end. So I'm assuming that the sound is all right because I've got people watching, yet no one said, hey, we can't hear you or anything. I double check. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it sounds great. It sounds fine. So yeah, so I'm going to start recording here and do the intro. And then I will share my screen so that you guys can see how I do competition analysis. If you have a website that you want me to check out, I'll be doing these live every week. At least once a week, I'll be doing some sort of competition analysis, SEO or SEO video that I record and then put up on YouTube. The first SEO video that I did is ranking really well on YouTube, and it's already got about 100 views, and I've done zero marketing. Like I've told people in the past, I've created this channel for various reasons. Obviously, the preliminary reason is for monetization. Not only do I want to monetize it once I've gotten a bunch of subscribers, but I also want to monetize it because I have my own products, my courses on SEO that I'm creating right now, courses on real estate investment in Colombia, and our real estate investment company that we've started here in property management. So it all ties in. It'll all tie in, just give it a year or two and everything will tie in. And the cool thing is that you get to see it right before your eyes live, as I do a live broadcast every single day here on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitch. So if you're not following on, I think the best place to follow is YouTube, because on YouTube you get a notification every time I go live. I think Facebook you do too, but at YouTube I think it's less intrusive because usually people aren't connected to YouTube all the time like you are on Facebook. And I do post a lot, so you might not want a bunch of stuff popping up on your Facebook, and I respect that because I feel the same way sometimes. I follow a lot of streamers, especially when it comes to video games, but also for work stuff like search engine optimization. So today I'm going to be doing a live competition analysis for a website. If you've got a website, or let's say you have a competitor in your industry and you're like, I want to figure out what these guys are doing. Why the fuck are they getting so much traffic? Maybe they've been online for a long time, or maybe they haven't, and you want to figure out what have they done recently to make their traffic go up. If you have a website, if you have a business, you probably have some sort of knowledge as to who your competition is. But I've always found that when I ask a client, like, can you please list your top competitors, top 10 if you can't. Usually people will have at least 5. So I say top 10, and I'll always be able to find their real competitors. They think that these top 10 people are their competitors, but then I'll show them like, okay, these guys are doing okay, but they're really not your competition. These guys are your competition. Why? Because they've been in the industry for 20 years. They've had their domain for online for the last 10 years. They have been featured in various magazines online, etc. And I show them why those are the competition and why they should shoot for the stars, right? When instead of just focusing on their little local competitors, right? And I'll show you that what I mean by that once I start sharing my screen and start getting into the competition analysis for this new client that we acquired recently. Well, she's brand new, like today. Let me start recording. Welcome to Life Hacks with Andrew. My name is Andrew Messia. Today I'm going to go over competition analysis. So what is competition analysis? In short, competition analysis is spying on your competition online. You want to figure out what keywords they're ranking for, how many keywords they're ranking for, get a rough estimate of how much traffic they're getting to their website, where that traffic is coming from, and where that traffic is landing on their website, and also who's linking to them. Those are the big signals that Google evaluates when ranking a website. Number one is the content. The content has to be stellar. Number two are the backlinks, the links from other websites to your website. So when we do competition analysis, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at their top ranking pages and what keywords they rank for. And also we're looking at what other websites are linking to that website or that particular page, because those are the top two signals, because I'm going to repeat that for my editor, because those are the top two signals that Google looks at in their ginormous algorithm for ranking, is content and backlinks. So let's get into an example of a current client that I have. They're a brand new website, and I'm going to start doing the competition analysis in order to formulate a content strategy, a keyword strategy, which are closely tied, and a backlink building strategy, because we need to create great content, but we don't know what content to create. And number two, we need to get other websites to link to that great content, but we don't know where to get those links from. We don't know what websites to reach out to and say, hey, can you please link back to our website? I hope that makes sense. So let me share my screen here. Open up this. Share screen. There it is. Yeah, so I'm going to enlarge this here so you can see. So the number one thing that we want to do, well, let me introduce the website. The website is this website here. They are a real estate investment company. It's a brand new website. They don't have any other pages other than this home page on their website, which is great. I love starting with a blank canvas. They're fasthomebuyers.com or fasthomebuyersnow.com out of Salt Lake City, Utah. And they basically buy houses for cash from people that are in difficult situations, whether they can't make their mortgage payments, whether they have a rental property and the tenants aren't paying and they can't kick them out right now because there's a forbearance where, there's a moratorium on evictions because of COVID, etc. There's a lot of reasons why someone would be selling their house right now across the United States and probably in the world because of the whole COVID thing, right? But particularly this client has a website where they want to buy homes that are in distress, and they either wholesale them to other investors or they fix them and flip them. So what we want to know, since they don't have any content, they don't rank for any keywords, we need to figure out what keywords are the ones that that website should be ranking for in order to get people to fill out this form or get phone calls to this phone number up here. That's the main purpose, right? The main purpose is for them to get phone calls and to get form fill outs so that they can reach out to people, make appointments, go see properties, close on deals, because if they do, then we get paid. We get paid more. So that's the whole point. So number one, we want to identify the top competitors. So how do you identify your top competitors? Well, if you're in any business and you have a website, you probably know what keywords are your close keywords, or not your close keywords. You probably already know which keywords are your money keywords. That's what I like to call them. They're your transactional keywords, your buying keywords, the keywords that where if a customer is looking for that, they're ready to buy. They're ready to make a transaction. They're not just tire kickers, because there are those tire kicker type of keywords, which we call informational keywords, where someone's just looking for information. They're not ready to buy yet, but they just want to know a little bit more. Maybe they're close to buying, but they're going to need a couple more touches from you or from whatever website they land on in order to make that decision. They're just gathering information. So we want to know right away, what are the money keywords? So these guys, they buy houses in Utah. So I use a tool called Ahrefs. It's an SEO tool. You pay monthly for it, and it gives you a lot of insights. There are free tools, but I'm not going to use free tools right now because I'm going to show you what an expert, I guess, I hate the word expert, what a specialist does with a paid tool to find their competition and analyze the keywords and analyze the competition's website so that we can copy them and or do it better than them so that we can gain more traffic or basically steal their traffic. That is what competition analysis is. It's basically spying on your competition and then stealing their traffic so that it comes to you. How do you steal it? By beating them in their rankings. They may be ranking number 1, 2, or 3 right now instead of our client, but give us a year and we'll be ranking 1, 2, or 3 for a lot of these keywords because we put in the work, and I know that the competition is probably not putting as much work as we do, just because I've already done some preliminary research. So number one thing that you want to do is you want to go to the Keyword Explorer, and you can use a Keyword Explorer such as, Moz.com has one, SEMrush has one. There's a couple free ones out there. Even Google has their own keyword planner. It's called the Keyword Planner, and you can explore keywords to do there. I like using Ahrefs because I've been using it for the past 6 years, and I know it like the back of my hand. So, and I'm always learning something new. They're always updating. They're a great company. A lot of their company or people are in the Ukraine, which is kind of crazy at these times. But that being said, or that aside, let's look at, for example, these guys buy homes in Utah. So let's just look at a couple keywords that we would think would be money keywords. So sell my house, Salt Lake City. Okay, so that one only gets searched for 10 times a month. And it doesn't garner, there's no potential traffic. So Ahrefs deems this as not a big important keyword. It only gets searched for 10 times a month. Obviously, we want to shoot for ranking for number 1 for this keyword, because if it's only searched for 10 times a month, but those 10 people are searching this keyword, sell my house, Salt Lake City, then we know that those people are a hot lead. They're ready to sell right now. They're looking for someone to buy their property for cash immediately. They know what they're looking for. But this also gives us some more ideas. So for example, sell my house fast, Salt Lake City. Let me see. This one gets searched for 40 times a month. I'm going to update it here. I'll let it load. My editor knows to cut this part out of the video. Let's give this their algorithm time to update here to give us some more updated stats. The recent stats that it had by default were in February, but I want them to be current stats from March right now, from today. So I'll let that load. So we're looking at the keyword sell my house fast, Salt Lake City. If I can rank number 1 for this keyword, I know that if someone lands on this website for that keyword, that it's going to garner, even if it's only searched for 40 times a month, it's going to garner calls and form submissions. Because if someone's searching for this keyword, sell my house fast, Salt Lake City, then we know that they're ready to buy. Okay, so potential traffic 150, that's okay. We don't need a ton of traffic. That's the other thing that I usually educate clients on. I say, you don't need 100,000 visitors. Obviously, it would be amazing to get 100,000 visitors right now. But first of all, are you prepared for that much traffic? Probably not. Second, we can get 100,000 or we could get thousands of visitors by creating content. For example, like, how to fix an abandoned house. And it could be a good strategy to create those blog posts. But for someone that is looking for that keyword, how to fix an abandoned house, or how to fix an uninhabitable house or something like that, that may be a hot keyword that gets a lot of searches per month. If you're ranking for that and you're getting that traffic, that's great, but it's going to turn your conversion down very low because most people that are looking for that keyword aren't looking to sell their house in Utah right now. The probability of someone searching for that in Utah is probably very low. And on top of that, if they are in Utah looking to how to fix an abandoned house, they're probably not your target audience because they're not looking to sell their home right now. So I tell them, we only get 40 searches for this keyword, which is okay, because out of those 40 people, if we're number 1, 2, or 3 for that keyword, it could garner a lot of profit. It could garner a lot of high conversion because this is a very high intent or transactional keyword or money keyword. That's what I call them. It's a money keyword. So now that we know that this is a pretty good keyword to shoot for, sell my house fast, Salt Lake City. And notice that I put this keyword as a long tail keyword. I'm not putting just sell my house fast, because if I put that in, just sell my house fast, that it gives me results from, first of all, wherever the Ahrefs server is pinging off of. So if I go, sell my house fast, which I think it was pinging from like a Texas server. I can tell by the results here. So Zillow, Ugly Homes. Yeah, so I don't have any local. So again, this is not a good keyword, although look at this. It gets searched for 6,000 times a month. It's very hard, super hard to rank for according to Ahrefs. So the reason I don't choose this for a client right away is because in order to compete with this keyword, it's going to take, in my opinion, just looking at this right here, a good 3, 4, 5 years of work in order to be able to rank or to compete with websites such as OfferPad.com, NerdWallet.com, which I know is a huge website, HomeLight.com, OpenDoor.com, Zillow.com, WeBuyUglyHouses.com. These guys, realestate.usnews.com. These are huge sites that a brand new website is not going to compete with within the next few years. So instead of getting my clients' hopes up and say, okay, we're going to go after sell my house fast, I say, no, where are you located? Let's go after those local keywords that are easier to rank for and also have high intent because your target audience is in Salt Lake City. So that's why we look for sell my house fast, Salt Lake City. And we start there. And then we grow our content strategy around what we're going to find right now. So number 1 on the list is to identify your top competitors. And who are your top competitors? Well, this is going to tell us here. Sell my house fast, Salt Lake City. And these are the top search results. If I put them in Google, it'll give me the same or maybe a little different depending on where you are in the United States. But if you're in your area and you're doing the keyword research for your business in your area, you're going to get, the top competitors. So Utah Sell Now. Let's look at their website. Utah Sell Now, Joe Homebuyer. Okay, so this looks very similar to our client's website. It's probably done on Carrot. I know this web builder. Oh yeah, there it is. Powered by Carrot. And okay, so this is a good competitor to analyze. So I'm just going to leave this open just for now. Let's look at other competitors. Fast Home Offer Utah. Let's look at their website. They're number 2. These guys, again, look like they built their website using Carrot. It looks very similar to Joe Homebuyer. I'm sure if I go down here, not that this is important. Oh, they removed the little, oh wait, there it is, powered by Carrot. I wonder if you could take that footer off. I think you can. If you're paying for the service, you should be able to take the footer off that says powered by Carrot. But anyway, So those two are top competitors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at Utah Sell Now. So we've deemed these two as top competitors, and you usually want to start with two. You don't want to overload yourself with all 10 top 10 results on Google. Let's start with these two, utahsellnow.com. So number one is to identify your top competitors. And why? Because you want to check their keywords, what they rank for. This is going to help me figure out what keywords I want my client, fasthomebuyersnow.com, to rank for. So let's take a look at Utah Sell Now. And Ahrefs has a domain explorer, or a site explorer, and this will give me a lot of insight. So I'm going to put their URL in here, and I'm going to let it search. There we go. So this tells me that their domain rating is a 47. This is from 1 to 100, or 1 to 99. And this will tell you, DR shows the strength of a target website's backlink profile compared to the other ones in our database on a 100-point scale. It's essentially a less granular version of Ahrefs Rank AR, which is this right here. But it gives you a good idea. That means that this website's probably been on the internet for quite a while, and I'll show you how I can figure out how long they've been on the internet. And I can and that they've done some work, that they probably have a few internal pages. They may even have a blog, and they've created backlinks. I can see that here. They have 211 other websites that rank to their website. And they're probably pretty good quality backlinks. They're not just junk backlinks that you buy on Fiverr.com, or you get someone on Upwork to build for you for very cheap. They're probably good quality backlinks, because if they've been on the internet, I'm assuming at least 4 or 5 years, 211 referring domains isn't a bunch. So that's why I know that they're probably high quality. And we'll go into the detail of these here in a second. So just out of curiosity, I want to know how long they've been on the internet. So this is where I go, and it's free. So you can go to, just type in Wayback Time Machine. Wayback altogether. It goes to archive.org/web. I'll browse the history of this URL. And as I suspected, their first time that they were archived was in 2016. So it's more than 4 years. They've been around since 2016. So that's why this is actually a good website to look at, to see what they've done in all of those years and how we can do that in 1 year. And I'll show you that here in a second. So, okay, Utah Sell Now. Their domain rating is a 47. And just for comparison, this is a brand new website. I'm going to show you what our new client's website, what their Ahrefs stats look like. They aren't ranked at all by Ahrefs because they're brand new. They don't have any URL rating because they're brand new. They don't even have a domain rating yet because they're not ranked. They have 3 total backlinks from 2 different websites, which is probably something they got, by chance or whatever, but we could figure out where those came from. And they don't rank for anything. They don't get any organic traffic right now at all. So that's why I want to compare to a website like this one here, Utah Sell Now, because they've been around since 2016, but I can see that they haven't done a ton of work. So I can look at what they've done in those years from 2016 till today and see how we can copy it and do it in 1 year, so that our client can start ranking within 6 months for these high intent keywords and have their phones start ringing and people filling out inquiries on their contact forms, right? So going back to my list here, so identify top competitors, and we've done that. So that's number one, utahsellnow.com, and let's take a look at fasthomeofferutah.com. Let's look at theirs. So this is fasthomebuyersnow.com, which is our client. Everything's at zeros basically. UtahSellNow.com, which is a pretty good site. It's been around since 2016. They rank for 228 different keywords. We need to figure out which ones those are, but I also want to take a look at one more. So let's go to the Site Explorer again and look at the number 2 site for that keyword, Sell My House Fast, Salt Lake City, which is Fast Home Offer Utah. Their domain rating is 25. They've probably been around for a lot less than this other website, UtahSellNow.com. Let's figure it out. Oh, and so they've done a lot more work than UtahSellNow.com. These Fast Home Offers Utah.com has done more work, and I can tell because they have way more backlinks. So they've probably paid someone or they've done some work to acquire backlinks. And on top of that, they rank for more organic keywords, which means that they probably have more content on their website, whether it's through their blog or internal pages, FAQs, testimonials, whatever content it is, they're creating more pages than the competition, which is Utah Sell Now. So this is a very good website to take a look at because they've probably been around for less time, yet they've gained a lot of traffic. So let's take a look at how long they've been on the internet with the Wayback Machine. Wayback Time Machine. Just this is out of curiosity, but it also gives me good insight to relay to the client and say, look, these guys have been around since 2016. These guys have been around since 2018. But we can do what they've done in 1 year, but we need to put the pedal to the metal, right? We've got to do what they've done in those years in 1 year. That means we've got to create X amount of content. We've got to create X amount of backlinks in 1 year or less in order to be competitive with these guys. So let's go back to here. So we've identified our top 2 competitors. We've and this will help us with keyword analysis right here. So let's look at their keywords. So Utah Sell Now, they rank for 228 keywords. Utah Sell Now, they rank number 1 for that keyword, and it's in their domain, and they probably all over their website. Probably when they're in creating, profiles on directories, they're using the keyword Utah Sell Now, so they're probably anchoring it all over the internet. So that's why they rank number 1 for that keyword, Utah Sell Now. Sell My House Fast, Salt Lake City, which is the keyword we were looking at. They rank number 1. How much are closing costs in Utah? They rank number 4, and it looks like it's a blog post that they rank for. Sell My House Fast, the home Salt Lake City. They rank number 1 again. That's the same keyword. There must be a caveat here or something. Oh, I see. They purchase ads for it, and they also have site links in the search results. Okay, so we buy houses, Utah. This is a good keyword right here. It gets more searched for more than Sell My House Fast, Salt Lake City. But if I'm a user, if I'm a person looking to sell my house, I probably will look for this keyword more than we buy houses. Why would you search we buy houses if you're trying to sell a house? You're in a dire situation and you need to sell your house. You're probably going to look for Sell My House. So we'll stick with this keyword for now. And their homepage ranks for that. Quick House Sale Utah. So you can see how just by looking at what this competitor ranks for, how we can create blog posts, internal pages for this, for example, quick house sale. The homepage ranks for that. That means that the homepage probably has this verbiage on it. So now I know what to do about my client's homepage and be like, look, you don't even have the word quick in here, quick house sale Utah. If I do Utah, you only mention the keyword Utah twice on the homepage. So we need to revamp your whole homepage. You have a lot of good content. This testimonials are amazing, but we need to revamp this content to look similar to what these guys have, Utah Sell House. And you could see that they have a lot more content. Look at all this content here. They have a lot of text compared to our client. Now let's look at, so by looking at these keywords, what I can do is I can export them into Excel spreadsheet and then just start playing with the orders, seeing which ones are more difficult, which ones have more higher search volume. And then I can start to formulate a content strategy around these keywords and compare it to the keywords that these other guys are ranking for as well, which are number 2 site, fasthomeoffersutah.com, which are right here, fasthomeoffersutah.com. They rank for 510 different keywords. So I take a look at their keywords. Quick house sale, Utah. So this seems like a hot keyword because both of those top 2 competitors rank for this keyword on their homepage. So I definitely am going to optimize the homepage, my client's homepage, for that keyword, quick house sale. Need to use the word quick and synonyms for quick like fast, right now. They're called semantic keywords, keywords that are similar to your keyword. In other words, synonyms to the keyword. It could be phrases as well. It doesn't have to just be one word like, right now, quickly, etc. Quickest way to sell your a house, Utah. That's very interesting. The keyword difficulty is very low, 19. It gets searched for 70 times a month. And their homepage ranks number 1 for that. So why is that? Well, I'll analyze their content on their page. Just type in the word quick. They don't even have the keyword quick, but Google associates their website somehow with that keyword, quickly and quick. Control F, fast. Oh, so they use the keyword fast 33 times in their content. Let's look at these other guys too, real quick. Utah sell house, so Control F, fast. They use the keyword fast 13 times. So I'm seeing a correlation there on the homepage content where I need to use these keywords, quick and fast, maybe not more than these 2 guys, but in a more creative way and more informative way than what they're doing, because it almost looks like what they have on their website is boilerplate stuff. The benefits of selling home fast. In Utah, they have these testimonials, and our client has testimonials too. Why not use the transcript or parts of the transcript on the homepage about a quick home sale, right? Just doing creative stuff like that that's outside of the box will help me rank my client's website number 1. And the beautiful thing about them ranking number 1 is that their phone will start ringing and they'll get more contacts to their website. And if they get sales, then we get paid commissions, which is my MO. Okay, so we've got that. So I've showed you the keyword analysis. So we've figured out our top 2 competitors, UtahSellNow.com and this other guy, FastHomeOffersUtah.com. And we've done the keyword analysis, which is basically taking a look at their keywords. And what I would do, and what I will do tomorrow when I start forming this strategy, is export here into an Excel spreadsheet and then start comparing the 2 lists of keywords and see where there are similarities, and taking a look at their content. What does the website look like, or what does the web page that ranks for these keywords look like? For example, how much are closing costs in Utah? This is the page that ranks for that. How much are closing costs in Utah? This was published 2 years ago, well, less than 2 years ago. What are closing costs? No pictures, no video, very short content. This tells me that I could blow this out of the water in that 3 months. Give me 3 months and I'll create a blog post that blows this out of the water, and we will get close to number 1 for that keyword. Because I could tell if this is ranking right now and it is garbage, then I can create something super informative with a video, with maybe the owner of our client speaking in the video saying, these are the closing costs, this is how much it costs, why do you have to pay them, where do the costs go, how can you lower those closing costs, because that's what they do, is they don't use traditional real estate sales through an agent. So that already saves you closing costs on agent fees. and so on and so forth. I'm sure he has a lot of other tips and tricks for homeowners. So why not create a video and create a bunch of content around that so that we can beat these guys on the content front? So that's competition analysis, or identifying your competitors, checking out their keywords and seeing what we're going to attack. Number two, keyword gap analysis. What keywords do my competitors rank for that I don't? Well, it's all of them in this case. All of these keywords the competition ranks for and we don't. And number two, what are the high value keywords? Like I was saying before, for example, quick house sale Utah, that's a high value keyword because if someone's searching that, they're looking to sell their house now. They're looking to sell their house probably for cash. They don't want to go through a real estate agent and wait 3 to 6 months until it's shown and then someone, their funding clears through traditional lending. They want someone to buy their house right now because they might be in a dire situation where they need to get out of that property. So this is a high value keyword. All of these are high value keyword. Utah house buyers. So this tells me that all of these keywords are great. The only one, like these are not high quality. How much do you lose selling a house? I'm not going to spend a bunch of time the first month or two creating content around this keyword. Although it does get searched for 900 times a month, I don't want to start working on that keyword and wasting resources to rank for this keyword right away because of the fact that there are other high quality keywords that I'd rather rank for or start ranking for, if that makes sense. Eventually, I will do a blog post about this because, again, if they're ranking number 14 for this keyword, they're ranking in position number 14. Let me take a look at their content. And by the looks of the other content, I can tell that this is already garbage. Yeah, look at this. This is why they're 14 and not on the first page of Google. It's just looks like whoever Tanzil is not writing very well. They probably have contracted someone to output a bunch of blog posts per month or a certain amount of blog posts. And many people do this and they think that this is what search engine optimization is just paying someone or a search engine optimization agency to create content and just put it up. We need to put up content every month, but I would rather put up one piece of content that's really great instead of a bunch of content that's garbage that's not going to rank on the first page of Google. It just doesn't make sense. This strategy used to work, 8 years ago, where the more content you pumped out, Google deemed you as important, so would start ranking you higher. But today that doesn't work. That's why, and it's evident here because this keyword is not easy. This keyword, how much do you lose selling a house, is not a hard keyword to rank for, yet they're at position number 14 and it's been, a few months. They're not going to get any higher than that, I presume. So where was I? So yeah, we've identified some high quality or high value keywords that we want to target. A lot of those are long tail keywords, and pretty much all of them are long tail keywords. They're not the short tail keywords. So for example, like these are all long tail keywords. Anything that's more than 2 words in a keyword phrase is a long tail keyword. Quick house sale Utah. Quick house sale is the short keyword. And that keyword, I'm assuming if I do the keyword research right now, it's going to be very difficult to compete with because there's going to be websites that are way bigger with bigger budgets that have been on the internet for longer, that have a ton of backlinks from other websites that we just can't compete with right now. So let's focus on these longer tail keywords that are easier keywords to rank for. If these guys are our competition, then I know that we can beat them. Long tail keywords. Valuable and relevant to your business. Again, yes, we've identified the ones that are relevant to our business because of the fact that my client is in Salt Lake City in Utah. So these are very relevant. A lot of them do have the keyword Salt Lake City in it or the keyword Utah in it. Sell house fast Utah, etc. These are all fast home offer. That's an interesting one. But what I would do is I would target fast home offer, but I would add the keyword Utah or add the keyword Salt Lake City, fast home offer in Salt Lake City. And then in the future, start, optimizing for fast home offer. But what my client wants right now is the phone to fucking ring. He's not getting any leads through the internet other than paid ads that he's doing through Google Analytics, but those cost a lot. Okay, so yes, valuable and relevant to your business. So number 3, so we've looked at keywords. Now let's look at backlink gap analysis. What is a backlink? A backlink is when another website on the internet links to your website. There are various reasons why someone else's website would want to link back to your website. And typically it's because you have industry related content that's good, that they deem important for their audience or anybody that stumbles upon their website to check out. That's why Wikipedia has so many backlinks and ranks for so many different keywords, because people always reference them when they're looking for stats. Wikipedia may come up, or a definition for something. Wikipedia may come up number 1, and they say, oh, I found this information here, and they link to it on their blog post or whatever. And it happens millions of times over across the internet, and that's why they rank so well. So when I create content that I want other websites to link to, I think as Wikipedia would. If I were Wikipedia, how would I go about structuring this content? Maybe I wouldn't be as bland like an encyclopedia, but I would be as informative and resource driven as possible, because that's the type of content that's going to be linked to by other websites. So bearing that in mind, I'm taking a look at my competition here, and I'm going to take a look at what websites link to them and how can I steal some of those backlinks, and I'll show you how. So who links to my competitors? So let's take a look at, for example, UtahSellNow.com, which was the number 1 search result for Sell My House Fast, Salt Lake City. And let's take a look at their backlinks. Let's go back to the overview here of the domain, and let's look at the 211 websites that link back to this competitor's website. So bzmacinc.com links to them, and it links to them 11,601 times. I already know what type of backlink this is, but I'm going to show you. I've never seen this, actually. This is the first time I see it, but I already know what type of backlink this is going to be. So it's their website is linked on their homepage. This raises an eyebrow, but let's take a look at not only their homepage, but a ton of internal pages. Wow. Now this is garbage backlink. You don't want your backlink on something like this, because you don't even have to be in the world of search engine optimization to know that this website is not niche relevant. It looks like it's just created to build backlinks and maybe even sell them. Google may not catch on to this right now because it's not smart enough, but Google is getting smarter. There's continuous updates to the algorithm. So this is not a good website to be linked to as your number 1 backlink in total amount. And let's take a look at where that backlink. What was the anchor text? The anchor text is Sell My House Utah, which is a very blatant keyword to. Let's Control F. Look, there it is. Best links. So under best links, they have a cemetery headstones backlink, breakthrough backlink. It's probably some personal development coach. Our competition's website, UtahSellNow.com, Slack SMS integration website backlink. So you can tell that they've probably sold this real estate here for them to be able to show up in every single page of their website, because it's on the sidebar. If I go anywhere on the website, this sidebar will exist, so it counts as a backlink for them. And you could see that right here. 11,601 backlinks from this one URL. Same thing is happening with ideatutoring.org, which I'm assuming is not a real estate website or a real estate investment coaching website or a sell your house information website or even a house and home type style of website. So I can already tell that this is going to be another, it looks like they've bought backlinks basically, or they've purchased from someone that is, that doesn't know how to do them very well, or that, or maybe it just happened, 4 years, no, they've been around since 2016. So this looks like 2016 backlink building, by the way. So sell my house, Utah, again, the same anchor text. This raises eyebrows to Google. When you have the same anchor text across thousands of backlinks, that's not good. Oh, these are broken, by the way. So these are not good backlinks. So we don't want to steal these from them. We don't want to go and contact bzmacinc.com and say, hey, we noticed that you link to utahsellnow.com. How can we get on there? We don't want to do that, because that's the way you would go about it. If this was a good backlink, I would say, hey, guys, we need to contact bzmacinc.com, go to their contact page, and say, hey, we noticed that you link to utahsellnow.com. We are fasthomebuyersnow.com. How can we get on your website? That's not going to happen because this is a junk website. The domain rating is 1. It has no value to us. So let's look at a higher value website. For example, Real Estate Find. Okay, that's pretty good. AmericanTowns.com. That's a domain rating of 74. Let's take a look. This is more interesting. Way more interesting than bzmacinc.com. Get a fair cash offer for your house today, and it goes to their sales page, sell your house. So let's take a look at this. Let's see where this link is. Again, this looks like a purchased backlink. It doesn't look very organic. Oh, it's a directory. This is an okay website. It's okay to get directory backlinks. They're not the highest valued backlinks because back in the day, 6-7 years ago, they were being taken advantage of a lot. There were literally softwares that were created so that, for search engine optimization purposes, because since Google deemed these as important, there were search engine optimization companies that would sell directory backlinks, and then they would create thousands of them. And then the internet was saturated with all these junk directories, because this kind of looks like a junk directory. American Towns, it may be good. It's a directory, it's a business directory, and this is the Sandy, Utah side of the directory. And if I go Control F, it's somewhere in here. Probably as the page loads, it'll come up somehow. I don't find it here right now, but it's on here. So this is actually a pretty good directory to be on. So what I'm going to tell Evie, the person that is in charge of all directory backlinks, is I'm going to say, hey, Evie, first of all, go to Ahrefs and take a look at all the directories that these two competitors are on. And as long as they meet certain criteria, like a high domain rating, they have some traffic. These guys get 242,000. So this is a good website, AmericanTowns.com. Would be a good backlink. And figure out, I'm going to tell Evie, figure out how we can get our client on this directory so that we can be on their website. So that's how you spy on your competition's backlinks and copy them. And we're going to do a better job because we're not going to be as blatantly advertising. Get a fair cash offer for your house today. Since this is a business directory, we'll probably optimize the title that we're going to be putting on these directories so they're not all the same. You don't want everything to be the same. You want certain keywords to be in the title and the description in the directory, but you don't want just to copy paste 100 of them, because that's just spammy. It doesn't look natural. It's not organic. And I'm telling you, in 10 years, when Google is even smarter than it is now, maybe in a couple years, Google is like advancing at such a high pace, especially now with machine learning, voice search, etc., that a lot of this stuff is going to go by the wayside, and they're going to have a hard time gaining the traction back once Google updates, maybe even this year. So that's that. We've done two things. We've taken a look at keywords that our competition ranks for and started a small keyword analysis there, and then we looked at the backlinks that our competitors rank for and how we can copy them and do a better job. And then number 4 is top content analysis. What pages earn my competitors the most backlinks and the most traffic? Well, let's take a look at that same competitor really quickly. Actually, let's look at the second person, or the second website, fasthomeofferutah.com. Let's take a look at what their top content is. And I'm assuming that the homepage probably gets the bulk of the traffic, because I don't think they're creating a ton of content since 2018. Remember, we found out that they've been around since 2018. And if they only rank for 510 keywords, then it's probably because they're not creating content every single day, maybe probably once a week or so. But let's take a look at their top pages. I can check them right here. Top pages. This will give me the top pages based on what Ahrefs thinks, their algorithm thinks are their most valuable pages. So as I assumed, the home page is the top page. It garners the most traffic, and it's valued at $643. So that's good. Their second page is, how much is my house worth? They rank number 9 for that keyword. So you can see how I can already start creating a content strategy around what these guys have done. So their top keyword for that blog post is, how much is my house worth, Utah? I'm telling you right now that I'm going to be writing a blog post about this, or having one of our writers write a blog post around this keyword, taking a look at this page. How much is my house worth to a cash buyer? And it's basically a form. It's a form that they fill out so that they can get someone to call them and say, hey, let's go take a look at your property. And then just testimonials and their process, 1, 2, 3 steps. Another form. Oh, here's some content. Pricing is tricky. How much is my house worth online? They probably don't rank for this keyword, because I bet you that keyword is very hard to rank for. But there is quite a bit of content here. More forms, a little bit more the same exact form again. So they're really pushing this form. Obviously, that this could be a very high converting keyword if someone is searching for it, because it's probably not a money keyword, because someone searching for this, how much is my house worth, is maybe not looking to sell their property right now, but a good portion of those people that do search for this keyword probably are looking to sell their home. So if they can acquire someone's email address, name, phone number, that could be a hot lead. So as you can see, by just checking what the competition's top pages are, gives me ideas to create content. Obviously, I organize this by exporting into Excel spreadsheets and going further from just, one keyword to many. How can we tackle more than one keyword in this page? I don't want to create, 4 or 5 different blog posts around the same keyword, because you don't want those blog posts to compete with each other. It's called cannibalization. What you want to do is create one great article that covers many keywords, so that you don't have to create other pieces of content that compete with it. I hope that makes sense. It's pretty straightforward. It's just like if you have a book. If you're writing a book, you're not going to write 10 different chapters on the same content or the same idea or concept. You're going to write one chapter that's very good about that concept, that idea. It's the same thing with content today. Back in the day, yes, if you had 20 pages on how much is my house worth, you can dominate the whole first page of Google. But nowadays, Google does not rank the same website twice or 3 times or 4 times for the same keyword. That's old school search engine optimization. Okay, so that's that part. Top content analysis. So what do? You create better content and reach out to those that have linked to the competition. So again, as I'm looking at this content, let me go back again. If I look at this page and I do the overview, and I want to see if anybody's linked to this website. So they have six backlinks. Your Rexter links to them. This is not a good backlink, I can already tell, just because their domain rating is a 57, but this page gets zero, this website gets zero traffic. I can already tell that this is probably a private blog network backlink. It's not a high quality backlink. All we do is high quality stuff. So we don't want this for our client because it's not good for long-term SEO. Insightfullerbuyhouses.com. Okay, this is okay. Only traffic of 17. Real estate founder. This gets traffic of 507 a month. This looks even more, even though the domain rating is lower. What is this website? Oh, this looks like it's another directory. So yeah, these guys are doing, 2016 style of backlink building SEO. And it's doing okay for them. And obviously they're number 2 for that keyword, sell my house fast, Salt Lake City. But it's probably because the competition is doing either the same thing or nothing. So that means that if I do a better quality job on the content on my client's page, and I do a better quality job of finding great quality backlinks for my client, I'm going to be able to beat these guys out fairly quickly. And quickly in search engine optimization is a year or 2. Organic search engine optimization. So yeah, that's the analysis there so far. So I'm very excited to be able to do this for this client because of the fact that what happened here? Oh, I think one of my keys were stuck. So I'm very happy that I acquired this client because looking at the competition, I've guaranteed you that within 3 to 6 months, we're going to have traction. And within a year, we'll be beating them on certain keywords because the deal is that I make a ton of content based around this competition analysis and backlinks. And then we get paid on every client that comes through that website. Let me switch the scene here for the recorded version. So that is competition analysis for search engine optimization on an organic level. I love working with clients in all types of industries, and I hope that this helps you in your own competition analysis. If you have questions, feel free to write them in the comments. If you have suggestions for other type of competition analysis, or maybe you have a website that you want to analyze. I do go live every single day. And at least once a week, I'm doing an SEO themed broadcast. So if you've got something that you want me to research, I can do it live and show you how that works. Or just contact me and I can get on a phone call or on a Zoom call with you and show you how to do it. It's very easy. It's not hard. You just have to use some of the tools that I've used myself. There are some free ones that you can use as well. But it's not rocket science. If I can do it, you can do it. So thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Andrew. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Have a great day. All right, 53 minutes for that recording. I'll be sending that to the editor. Yeah, so this stuff is pretty easy, man. Like well, it's easy to me now because obviously I've been doing it for the last 15 years. But if you, whatever your business is, you've probably gotten into the business because, for one, it's maybe your passion. And number 2, you've probably done some competition analysis. Even if you are a small business owner, a new entrepreneur, you've probably done some competition analysis and have noticed that there is a need for your service or your product wherever you live or whatever your target audience is. So that means that it could be potentially easy to rank for certain keywords. It's just a matter of research. And yes, some of these research tools cost money, but if you're serious about business, you're going to invest in these, maybe even if it's just for a month, or you're going to pay someone to do this professionally for you so that you can get started on the right foot. Damien, how you doing? Thank you for the like. Thank you for the comment. I'm doing great. Today is Monday evening. I'm gonna play Fortnite. Damien, if you've noticed, I do have some new acoustic panels that I've installed, so there's less echo, even though this room has high roofs. Um, so there's still some empty space, but I'm excited because the sound quality should be a bit better and there should be less bounce from the walls because I have a total of like four panels. Yeah, they're kind of all stuck together. But anyway, it's really great. Who else gave a like there? Michael Hernandez, thank you for the like. Michael Hernandez is one of our search engine optimization specialists at Big Gains Media, our website or our company. Daniel Gomez, thank you for the like. Joanna Maldonado, gracias por el like. Sam Goody is also in digital marketing. The old English guy, Sam Goody. He has the greatest name ever. If you guys grew up in the 80s and 90s, there was an electronics store in the United States called Sam Goody. William Londoño, gracias por the like. Gracias por the like. That's a lot of Spanglish in one sentence. Julio Macia, my dad, he's also one of our content writers at Big Gains Media. He gave a like. Thank you for the like. Aaron, thank you for the like as well. So yeah, it's so every day I'm doing a live stream on different topics, and every single week, at least one of the videos will be about search engine optimization. I did Monday today as search engine optimization day because I needed to do this or start this competition analysis and dive a little deeper for my client. I've already started. I already know what to do for this client because I've had similar clients. But I wanted to see the top two guys to see what they're doing right. What is it that they're doing right? And I'm very happy to see that these guys haven't done much, yet they've gained a lot in the years that they've been on. And it's simply because the competition is very low. So that makes me excited because it means that we can rank quickly for this client. It's not going to take a long time. So I can start on the right foot, and I'm positive about it, and it's great. So thank you guys for joining the live broadcast of this recording of Life Hacks with Andrew. Today we did search engine optimization. For any of you guys that want more information, feel free to contact me either through YouTube, comment, Facebook, private message, or even on Instagram. You find me by searching Andrew Macia. You can even Google it. I do have a website, andrewmacia.com. I've got a blog, themedellinbuzz.com. There's LinkedIn, Andrew Macia. You can contact me through there. I'm always connected. This is my job. My job is to be connected. So if I don't answer you, it's because I don't want to. No, I'm just kidding. It's usually, if I don't answer someone, it's because they've sent me a private message and we're not friends. And on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram, there's like a hidden folder for messages from people that aren't part of your network. So sometimes I forget to check that and I see messages from like a month ago and I feel so bad. So I'm like, oh man, this went into my private folder. So that's the only reason. So if you are going to message, it's probably best to either request to follow, or I think on Instagram, I've got it set to automatically follow, or write the comment on YouTube because I see those. I don't have a huge audience, so I'm not getting thousands of comments, or add me as a friend on Facebook and it'll come right into my inbox. So yeah, let me just check here. YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's fine. Looks like the Night Loner. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I do also stream live on Twitch. Twitch is mainly for video games, but I also do these live streams on Twitch where I'm not playing a video game, but I'm actually talking about business, motivation, lifestyle, my life here in Medellin, various topics, always positive, always good vibes, always having fun. And now it's time to have fun. So I'm going to sign off here, and then I'm going to come back on, set it up so that I can play Fortnite for a couple hours. I do have an early morning workout at 6 a.m. tomorrow with my basketball coach. It's time to get back into basketball shape. Tournaments are starting. Got to kick some ass. Hope you guys have a great Monday night. I'll see